Did you get that?
No, I missed it.
Dang it. What? Why'd you turn my music off?
Hello and welcome to part 2 of the E36 Mafia Drift Team trailer. So, Drift Team Captain Brandon is now the proud owner of the trailer because I am liquidating all my assets for the Buying a House in Japan video series. So I'm going to be following Brandon's quest and basically redoing everything I have done so far, except the floor. He's gonna redo the walls, he's gonna do an air...
The floor will come.
The floor, oh, well, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
So we are going to follow his journey if I'm not busy, but so Brandon, congrats on the new trailer.
Thanks, yeah.
And we will see you at the drift event in 2 weekends.
Yeah, hopefully we've got a lot of mods done, so it's crunch time, as always.
So I turned my back on Brandon for like an hour. The whole thing stripped down. Stripped down.
Stripped.
All that hard work.
Gone. Poof.
So what are you doing? You're doing Coralite? What'd you call it?
Coroplast.
Coroplast.
Basically, it's plastic cardboard. So it'll save weight, look a little bit better, because the painted chipboard really doesn't do it for me. But we'll see how durable this is, because it'll be less durable. So there's kind of a trade-off.
And then you're doing Romex wiring, outlets, switches,
yeah, so
Hexagon lights.
We're gonna put in wiring for switches, lights, receptacles, and then we're actually gonna end up using our 220 generator. So our HVAC and our fire machine will run on 220 instead of 110.
So basically everything I was too lazy to do.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I'm excited because it's new and fun. I'm gonna do it real fast. And
Yeah, exactly. That's the mistake I made, was taking 2 years to do like a 1 month project.
Yeah. After you lose momentum, you're kind of screwed. So.
And you got a drift event coming up.
Yeah. So it's more pressure to get it done. So we're sleeping in the trailer for the event, so it's got to be at least half-assed. So we started marking on our installation where we're putting things. So this will be our switches whenever you walk in the door, which will be fed by a sub panel here from our generator here, feeding our 110 receptacle here. And then we're gonna end up putting a 220 receptacle here, maybe 2 of them, we'll see. One for this and then one maybe for a bigger air compressor. We'll see though. And then moving on down, we have another 110 feed here. Out the back, we have 2 110 receptacles on the back corners, and then we're gonna find a home for 2 on either side on the outside. That way we've got power kind of anywhere you need it. Whenever you're working on stuff, you never know where you're gonna be. Plus, who knows, if you're outside and you wanna maybe plug in a little stereo or whatever, you've got a way to do it. So we're kind of trying to add as many receptacles as possible, and then we'll just figure out, what we're gonna use when we're gonna use it. So currently I've got my dad working on kind of doing some of the wiring. He's an electrician by trade, so he can handle that. And then we're gonna start laying our roof first, since it's the least troublesome. As far as we're not gonna have very much cutting, just straight cuts, and we're not gonna have a bunch of receptacles up here. Whereas on the walls, we're gonna have various receptacles and wiring to do. So we've started chopping our insulation out here. We've got our first switch box in. I think we're gonna add another one though, just in case I end up adding exterior lights in the future. We'll have another switch for it. All right, so we have our first piece kind of tacked up. We just got 6 screws in it. Just kind of seeing how it's gonna end up attaching and see how much droop we're gonna get. Overall, it's actually not that bad. It helps that this material is pretty light. So we're gonna end up putting in 5 or 6 screws. I think they're pretending to work.
I think they're pretending to work.
So we're gonna end up putting, I don't know, maybe a screw every 2 foot or a foot, just to make sure that this is nice and braced and doesn't droop really bad. But overall, I think this is gonna give us the result we want. And we'll be able to just wipe this down. It's just plastic at the end of the day. So we'll be able to just take a microfiber and wipe off all the footprints and stuff off the ceiling. So I think this is gonna turn out really nice. All right, so James keeps making me pause my music because he doesn't want to get a copyright strike because he's I don't know what. Anyways, yeah, he's a crybaby. That's the nicer term. So basically what we've got here is we've got our 2 switches, like I discussed earlier. One of these will be for the interior lights. One of these will be for future rust with exterior lights, should we want to use them, or any other device. So basically what we've got is some 14.2 wire ran up and over. This runs up, around, and to our little box here, which we're going to put a receptacle in, so then if we need to change the lights or do whatever, we've got a nice clean way to do it. We'll have a switched receptacle, that'll be our lights. And then this will run all the way over to our panel. Sub panel will be, it'll be actually a main panel, but it's going to be sub panel sized. So we'll have a panel here, this will power everything up. So I also ended up running this little guy, which is this top switch. I just ran some extra wire up here for future us as well. So that way if we go and put external lights on, we've kind of got a tail, and then we can always, you know, add to or do whatever we need to do.
So we made some good progress in just about 4 hours, right?
I'm not sure. I've lost track of time. I've had too many of those Johns. So anyways, we're doing pretty good so far. But this is turning out really well. Currently we are just doing the center and the outer portion. So we'll end up coming back and maybe putting another, you know, screw in the center here. And just so you know, James is flipping off the laser pointer over here. So I think we're gonna try to make some more progress here while we've got everyone to help, because this is the most. This is more progress than I made in 2 years. Well, it was you, James. So, anyways, yeah, we'll be back with hopefully more progress.
So 3 days later, and I have basically missed a ton of work. So Brandon's super busy getting ready to mount the compressor unit for the AC. So I'm just gonna kind of walk you guys around the trailer and show you what all work's been done and what's gotta be done in less than 1 week to get to the drift event at the Ozarks.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna let Brandon work and we'll take a walk around the trailer. All right, so they got the electrical panel installed and they're getting ready to wire it. They've got wiring run around to the ceiling, and then down they've got outlets put in for the tire machine and future larger air compressor. And then they have an entire wall done with the plastic sheet. And then they have 2 switches ran for interior and exterior lights. And they even did an outlet and a taco party pack. Oh yeah. So Brandon and Chris are mounting the bracket for the AC unit. It's a little crooked. It'll be all right. It'll buff. Oh my. But Brandon is dead set on getting the AC going for the event. That's #1 priority, is the air conditioning.
If you're hot, it's miserable.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if he's done an oil change on the drift car yet. He's like, I don't need no oil, I need my AC.
I missed it.
So they got the frame up and now they're getting all the bolts in and getting them anchored from the back side. And pretty soon we're going to be getting the compressor up there and getting the system charged.
Threaded nail, that's what this is.
Threaded nail. I've never heard that expression.
Yep, threaded nail.
Threaded nail. All right, so I am helping in quotation marks, but I noticed that this fancy motherfucker capped off the bottom.
Okay. And the top.
And the top.
I didn't want a wasp build.
All right, what's next? This one? This one here? Yeah. See, I'm helping, guys. I'm not just standing here taking video, making Brandon pause his music.
That's exactly what you're...
Hey, you're helping.
I am helping. Look, I even have a blister from how hard I work.
Oh my god. Now we've heard it all.
What?
Next.
I have to do 3 of them? Why do I gotta do 3?
You're gonna do more than that.
I wanna do more than 3?
10. There's 10 of them.
I don't know. I'm gonna start charging by the hour.
Go for
Charging by the nut.
Yeah, the 3 nuts. All right, hold on. I gotta get on the ladder. That is beautiful. Just beautiful. They're getting the rubber feet on it now. Gonna have cold AC by tomorrow. So these guys are getting the interior unit mounted. And there are some conflicts with the large mounting bolts on the front of the trailer versus the mounting bracket on the rear of the trailer. So we are gonna work through that, and pretty soon, again. Yeah, go get the jigsaw.
Where's the sawzall at?
Yep.
Cut it in half.
Okay, so what is the dispute here?
It's a double square. It's
So
a square
it's got
bit.
a square bit and a
square.
double square.
That's
so,
what comes in
so
the box.
I mean, it fits on there, but...
That's literally what comes in the box.
Interesting. I've never seen that.
So we're using a square bit for a double square hole.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a kindergarten level, you know, like
Square peg, round
maybe
hole.
first grade.
Fucking. That's what came in the goddamn box.
I mean, do you
It
really
works.
trust the Chinese to put the right peg in the right hole?
Oh, fuck.
Come on.
Oh, shit.
Fair, is that fair? Oh, no. The video
He's
can get
Chinese.
banned.
Yeah.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Demonetized.
Bye-bye.
Wah, wah.
Damn it. Lead off the box.
Chris and I believe in service loops. Wait, no. What was the argument?
No service loop.
He's had too many of those.
No, just nice and neat. Just out of there.
Yeah,
right
okay,
into the breaker.
yeah. So we're having a debate between service loops and like trying to make it look professional.
This box is never moving from here. Ever.
That's what you
That's
think.
fair.
I'll call you next week.
You're
Chris,
gonna put it in the back of the...
we need to move that body. Yeah, we're going to the back.
of the trailer?
Going to the back.
Oh, God.
So either way, I think, you know, we're gonna have cold AC, right? I mean, that's the point.
Yeah.
So
That is
it'd be
very fair.
it'd be a good weekend. Next week, I just can't believe it's next weekend. Like, where is the time gone? Oh my god.
It's flying. It is flying.
You still gotta do a oil change in your car.
Yeah, oil change, tires. He doesn't have any tires for his car. No drift tires.
That's not true.
This guy.
Sorry, they're not
You're
mounted.
spreading.
They're not
misinformation.
mounted.
He's
They're
always...
not mounted.
Always
CNN.
last minute.
CNN, yeah.
Brandon doesn't have tires for anything.
Yeah, breaking news. Brandon is unprepared.
It's not news. It's always the same.
Still have to get this AC charged yet.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
All right, so did not do much of any video today because I actually was for real helping. So they've got the AC unit almost 100% ready to go, just needs to be plumbed and charged. And then all the wall panels are pretty much good to go. Got light switches, outlets, and basically once the AC unit's charged, we are ready for the drift event. So just doing whatever I can to help Brandon out throughout the rest of the day. And then tomorrow we got a pool party, so that'll be nice break. And we'll keep on trucking. All right, so the very last thing I'm helping with today is laying out these insane Hexagon lights. They are upside down right now, which is good because they are blindingly bright. But when I had originally kind of envisioned the trailer that I was building before Brandon bought it was to finish it off with Hexagon lights. So I had already bought this, I think 10 Hexagon kit, which is almost enough to line the whole roof. So we're gonna put it up and we're gonna see what it looks like and make sure it doesn't land on any spaces, any screws. But Brandon, this is gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be, like you had said earlier, it's gonna have some really cool photos of like cars in the trailer or whatever. You'll have the nice cool lights on it, and then I don't know if you told them, but we plan on doing RGBs as well. So it's gonna be a party in here.
Yeah, the RGBs is, yeah, that'll be cool. Music activated, right?
Yeah, we'll see what we can do, see what we can come up with, but yeah, that's the goal anyways.
Sweet. Well, Brandon, I will see you at the party tomorrow.
Adios.
Alright, so we are only going to film one video today because we really got to get this cleaned up and loaded, get the car loaded, all our supplies, like 10, 12 tires changed.
Yeah, like all good projects, this has kind of come down to the wire, and it's crunch time. We leave tomorrow at 3, and it is 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. So we still have to change tires, like James said. Just gotta load all the tools, clean up our mess, and also change tires. So it's kind of crunch time.
Yeah, so I think last time we didn't get to show anybody this. So freaking cool. It just came out just beautiful.
Yeah, these are gonna be cool. I think I'm gonna add some more to the back, just so we've got some more light back there when we're strapping the car. But as far as up here, there's gonna be cabinets, so this is okay being dim. We'll have lights under the cabinets. We got the window unit, or not the window unit, but the mini split installed and blowing cold air in here.
It's cold in here.
We get to work in the AC, which is so awesome. We should have did that first if we were smart. But yeah, made a lot of progress.
Changed the drive shaft last night.
Yeah, we did do that.
I may or may not have given Brandon a good bruise. I dropped the drive shaft on his head.
He did, right on my head. I think I had a hat on, but it's still...
Safety hat.
I've got a bump.
Oh no, do you really?
I do have a little bump.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, dude. But yeah, so I guess hopefully we'll get some drifting video.
Yeah, that's probably going to be next, which is exciting, but also scary because we have so much to do and no time to do it. So we're going to buckle down and get our stuff done and quit messing around. So
yep, that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.